Imagine you log into your bank account. You see one less debt on the screen. A weight lifts from your shoulders. You feel lighter. You feel a sense of freedom wash over you. This is the moment so many people dream about. It is a moment of real victory and peace. Two simple, proven plans can help you reach this wonderful moment. They are called the Debt Snowball, Debt Avalanche. Both work, but which one actually gets you debt-free faster, and which one keeps you motivated enough to finish the race? In this video, we will compare both methods step by step, so you can choose the one that fits you best. Debt is not just numbers. It is emotional. It weighs on your mind, affects relationships, and steals your sense of freedom. That is why choosing the right payoff method matters, not just financially, but mentally. Feeling overwhelmed by debt is common. It can feel like bailing out a sinking boat with a small cup. But these methods are not a small cup. They are a powerful pump. They focus your effort in one place to create a big impact. Instead of spreading extra money thin, you concentrate it to knock debts out one by one. One plan attacks the smallest balance for a quick emotional boost. The other attacks the highest interest rate to save the most money. We will explore each strength so you can pick the tool that keeps you motivated until the end. The Debt Snowball method is beautifully simple and focuses on behavior. The first step is to list all of your debts, not including your mortgage. Put the debt with the smallest balance at the very top of your list. Put the debt with the largest balance at the very bottom. Interest rates do not matter for this step. Commit to paying only the required minimum payment on all of your debts. Take every extra dollar you can find in your budget and throw it at that smallest debt at the top of your list. Attack it with everything you have got. When that smallest debt is finally paid off, celebrate that victory. Now the snowball effect begins. Take the entire payment you are making on that now paid off debt, the minimum payment plus all the extra money, and add it to the minimum payment of the next smallest debt on your list. Your payment amount for that second debt has now grown significantly. A small snowball rolling down a hill, picking up more snow and getting bigger and bigger. Repeat this process for every debt on your list. Each time you pay one off, roll that full payment amount into the next one. Your focused payment grows larger and larger, knocking out debts faster and faster as you go down the list. This plan is powerful because it gives you fast wins. That first small debt can be gone in just a few months. That quick success gives you an incredible psychological boost. You see tangible progress right away. Proof the plan is working. That feeling of accomplishment is the fuel that keeps you going for the long haul. For many people, motivation from early victories is the most important factor in their success. It helps them stay focused and disciplined when the journey gets tough. It turns a long marathon into a series of short, winnable sprints. The steps for the debt snowball are short and clear. Let us review them. First, list your debts from smallest to largest. Second, keep paying minimums on all debts. Third, put every extra dollar toward the smallest debt until it is gone. Fourth, roll that full payment amount to the next smallest debt. Keep repeating the process. You will be amazed how quickly momentum builds. The key for many is not complex math. It is changing behavior. The snowball method is the best tool for behavior change. The debt avalanche method is different. It focuses purely on the math of the situation. It is designed to save you the most money possible on interest payments. The first step here is to list all of your debts, just like with the snowball. But this time you order them by their interest rate. You put the debt with the highest interest rate at the very top of your list. You put the debt with the lowest interest rate at the bottom. The balance of the debt does not matter when you are creating this list. It is all about the interest rate. Next, just as before, you pay the required minimum payment on all of your debts to keep them in good standing. Then, you take all the extra money you can find in your budget, and you focus it entirely on the debt at the top of your list, the one with the highest interest rate. This is because high-interest debt is the most expensive debt you have. Every dollar you pay toward it saves you more in future interest than a dollar paid toward a low-interest debt. You attack that high-interest debt with intensity until it is paid off completely. Once it is gone, you take that entire payment amount, the minimum plus all the extra, and you roll it over to the debt with the next highest interest rate on your list. You continue this process, moving down the list from the highest interest rate to the lowest. The main benefit of the debt avalanche is that it is mathematically the fastest way to become debt-free. By eliminating the high-interest debt first, you reduce the total amount of interest you will pay over the life of your loans. This can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and can often shorten your total debt-free journey by a few months compared to the Snowball method. This plan appeals to people who are very analytical and who are motivated by efficiency and numbers. However, there is a potential downside to this approach. Often, the debt with the highest interest rate is not the one with the smallest balance. It might take longer to get that first win, which can be discouraging if you need quick progress. When you place the debt snowball and the debt avalanche next to each other, the core difference becomes very clear. The snowball method is all about psychology, human behavior. It is built on the idea that personal finance is 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge. It prioritizes the feeling of accomplishment to keep you engaged in the process. Those quick wins act like rewards that train your brain to stick with the plan. It is less about finding the perfect mathematical solution, and more about finding the solution that you are most likely to follow through on until the very end. The best plan is the one you do not quit. On the other side, the debt avalanche is all about the bottom line. It is the cold, hard, mathematical approach. This method does not care about your feelings. It only cares about saving you the most money in interest and getting you out of debt in the shortest amount of time possible. It operates on the logical principle that you should always eliminate your most expensive debt first. For the person who is disciplined, patient, and motivated by numbers and efficiency, the avalanche is technically superior. It is the correct answer if you are looking at the problem from a purely financial perspective. So, which one wins? The truth is, there is no single winner for everyone. The better method is entirely dependent on your personality and what motivates you. If you have tried to get out of debt before and gave up because it felt like you were not making any progress, the debt snowball is probably for you. However, if you are a very analytical person who loves spreadsheets, and you have the unwavering discipline to stick to a plan without needing constant positive feedback, the debt avalanche will save you more money and get the job done faster. Ultimately, both methods require the exact same foundational actions. Create a written budget, pay at least the minimums on everything, and focus all your extra firepower on one debt at a time. The only difference is the order. The debate between Snowball and Avalanche is less about which one is right and more about knowing yourself. Are you motivated more by emotional wins or by mathematical efficiency? Answering that question honestly will lead you to the plan that is truly best for you. To make this crystal clear, let us use a simple, real-life example. Meet Sarah. She has decided to get serious about her finances and has listed her 3 debts: a credit card, a personal loan for some furniture, and a car loan. She has a credit card with a $1,000 balance at an 18% interest rate. She has a personal loan with a $3,000 balance at a 10% interest rate. Finally, she has a car loan with a $6,000 balance at a 5% interest rate. Sarah has worked on her budget and found an extra $200 per month that she can put toward her debt. If Sarah chooses the debt snowball method, she will order her debts by their balance, from smallest to largest. First, the $1,000 credit card. Second, the $3,000 personal loan. And third, the $6,000 car loan. She would continue to pay the minimum payments on the personal loan and the car loan. She would then take her extra $200 and add it to the minimum payment for the credit card. By focusing all her extra cash on that small $1,000 debt, she will pay it off very quickly. She will get that amazing feeling of victory in just a few months. After she pays off the credit card, she takes its entire payment, the minimum plus the extra $200, and rolls it into her payment for the personal loan. After some more months of steady payments, the personal loan will be gone. She will feel another huge sense of accomplishment. Finally, she takes the now massive payment from the first two debts and directs it all toward the car loan. That final debt will seem to melt away much faster than she ever thought possible. Before she knows it, she will be completely debt-free and will have built incredible financial discipline along the way. Now, what if Sarah chooses the debt avalanche method? She would order her debts by their interest rate, from highest to lowest. In Sarah's specific case, the order happens to be the same as the Snowball method because her smallest debt also has the highest interest rate. She would still pay off the credit card first. But if those rates were swapped, the Avalanche would tell her to pay the $3,000 loan first, while the Snowball would still start with the $1,000 card. This change would affect total interest and timeline. Now that you understand both methods, it is time to make a decision. This is a crucial step. The most important part of this entire process is to actually pick a plan and start. Thinking about it is good, but action is what gets results. Ask yourself one simple question. What is more likely to make me quit? Is it the feeling that I am not making progress fast enough? Or is it the knowledge that I am paying more interest than I need to? Your honest answer to that question will point you directly to the right plan for your personality and your situation. If you know in your heart that you need to see results quickly to stay in the game, then the debt snowball is for you. There is absolutely no shame in that. Recognizing that you need emotional wins is a sign of self-awareness. The goal is to cross the finish line, and if the snowball method with its quick victories is the path that will get you there, then that is the smartest path for you. If you are driven by logic and numbers, the debt avalanche will likely be more appealing. You will have the satisfaction of knowing that you are making the mathematically optimal choice. Remember, you cannot make a wrong choice here. Both the snowball and the avalanche lead to the same destination, freedom from debt. The worst decision you can make is to make no decision at all. So take a deep breath, consider your own personality, and pick one. You can even write it down. I am choosing the snowball method. I am choosing the avalanche method. Making that commitment is your first real step toward taking control. The perfect plan is the one you will actually follow. Once you have chosen your method, the next step is to create a detailed game plan. Success is not an accident. It is the result of intentional, consistent action. Your first action item is to list all of your debts. Write down the name of the creditor. Write down the total balance you owe. Note the interest rate. Note the minimum monthly payment for each one. Getting all the numbers out of your head and onto a single piece of paper is a powerful, eye-opening exercise. It turns a vague, scary monster into a specific, manageable list of opponents you can defeat one by one. This list is the foundation of your entire plan. Next, create a written, monthly budget. A budget is simply a plan for your money. Tell every single dollar where to go before the month begins. This is how you find extra money to throw at your debt. Look at every expense, need or want. Be willing to make temporary sacrifices. Pack your lunch instead of buying it. Cancel some streaming services. Brew your coffee at home. Every dollar you free up is another soldier in your army fighting debt. Your budget is your most powerful weapon. With your budget in place, execute your plan. Set up your payments. Pay the minimum on every debt to keep them current. Then send the extra payment to your target debt, the smallest balance, Snowball, or the highest interest rate, Avalanche. Automate payments if possible. Consistency is the key to winning. Small, extra payments every month add up to a huge impact. It is not about one heroic effort. It is about small, faithful steps repeated over and over. Track your progress and celebrate wins. Create a chart, or use an app and color in a progress bar. Watching balances shrink is motivating. When you pay off a debt, celebrate. It does not have to be expensive. Go out for an ice cream cone. Have a nice dinner at home. Do a happy dance in your living room. In the end, All the reading and research in the world will not pay off a single dollar of your debt. The only thing that creates change is action. The best method is the one you actually start and stick with. Snowball. Avalanche. If you start a plan and then stop after 2 months, nothing will have changed. You will be right back where you started. But if you pick a plan and stay with it, month after month, you will win. I promise you, you will win. Debt does not go away by magic. It goes away because of your steady, focused, and intentional actions over time. You are in control of those actions. So, which plan truly fits your personality? Take a moment and be honest with yourself. If you get excited by fast wins, try the debt snowball. If you love math and want to save the most money possible, try the debt avalanche. There is no right or wrong answer, only the answer that is right for you. The key is simply to choose one and commit to it. Take one small, simple step today, right now. Do not put it off until tomorrow. First, write down all of your debts. List the creditor, list the balance, list the interest rate. Just doing this will give you clarity and control. Once you have your list, decide which method you will use. Circle the first debt you will attack. This simple act of choosing is your declaration of war on debt. It is you saying, I have had enough. I am ready to change my life. You can do this. Which method do you think fits your personality better, Snowball or Avalanche? Share your answer in the comments below.